Ladies and gents, the range of Samsung Galaxy S10 devices are being launched on the 20th of February, but we know pretty much 99% of what's going to be unveiled. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the whole range in all its glory, warts and all. See what I did there? Warts, punch hole cutout. No? Without further ado, let's get straight to it. So ladies and gents, the Samsung Galaxy S10, the S10 Plus and the S10e, the three main variants of course are just touching distance away, but we know what we're going to get. I've also got a little bit of information on the 5G variant and the folding phone, but we'll get to all of it. Now I will be attending the launch, I will also have unboxing, review videos, and of course I will be doing many comparison videos between the likes of the Google Pixel? The Google Pixel the Google Pixel 3 XL, the iPhone XS Max, the OnePlus 6T, etc. So if you want to stay tuned for all of those videos, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, you've turned on the notification bell so that when I post them, you are notified. So some of this you will know, some of it you may not. So let's get straight to the juicy woosy. Most of this video is going to focus on the three main variants, and then we'll touch on, like I said, the 5G variant later. So the S10e is a budget variant of the S10. This will come with a 5.8-inch display. The regular S10 will have a 6.1-inch display, and the Plus model will have a 6.4-inch display. The regular and Plus will have the pretty much classic now Super AMOLED Samsung Infinity curved display. The E model will be flat, so that's a bonus for you guys who don't like the curved display. And although many people thought the budget version was going to have a lower resolution, we're now pretty much certain all three of them are going to have a Quad HD Plus display. The single punch hole cutout on the E and the standard, and the dual punch hole cutout on the Plus model to allow obviously for the dual front camera, and we believe that it's probably going to have a wide angle lens much like we see on the Google Pixel 3 XL. Now there's been some conflicting opinions on the battery capacity, and a very late case leak which appeared to show text we believe now is the actual battery capacity, and it shows that the E model will have a 3100 mAh battery capacity, the standard will have a 3500, and the Plus model will have 4000. The same of course as the Note 9. They will all run with the latest Android 9 with their new One UI skin over the top. Now I've actually tested the One UI software on my Samsung Note 9, and I personally like what they've done with it. When I first updated the phone, I did have a few teething issues, but it has slowly ironed itself out. So hopefully that will continue with the S10. Now of course, as we were talking about that case leak, it shows the camera cutout, and that's a nice segue into talking about the camera. Now as you can see, we have a triple camera setup on the regular and the Plus model, whereas we only have a dual camera setup on the E variant. So we're looking at a 12 megapixel regular dual aperture primary camera lens, a 16 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, which I personally have been wanting to see them do for quite a long time, and a 13 megapixel telephoto lens. Now traditionally on smartphone cameras, this has been a ×2 optical zoom lens, but we are waiting for clarification on these models. Now the lens that the E variant is going to potentially miss out on is the telephoto one. So we think it's going to have the primary lens and the ultra wide lens. Now this primary lens with the variable aperture is designed to create better low light performance, similar to what we saw with the S9, but we're also going to have a specific night mode built into the camera software, again to challenge Pixel's night sight. Now in terms of those core hardware specs, we are of course looking at the Snapdragon 855 or the Exynos 9820, Samsung's in-house SoC, which will be shipped in Europe for example. If you're from a few areas like the United States, you will be getting the 855 Snapdragon variant. Pros and cons to both. It's possible I may be able to get my hands on both variants and do a test for you. If you'd like to see that, let me know in the comment section below and I will try my best to do that for you. Now in terms of RAM and storage, the E variant is going to have 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. The regular and Plus models are going to range between 128GB of storage and 1TB, which is insane. And also insane is the potential amount of RAM. The top variant will have 12GB of RAM. And I actually said in a video a few weeks ago that I thought that this rumor wasn't going to be true because of how much RAM is necessary in a smartphone for what we generally use it for. It looks like I've been proved wrong. And it looks like if you want to spend that squilla Nah, that's not a word. If you want to spend top dollar, then you can have 12 gigabytes. In terms of colors, we're looking at black, white, green and blue on all three variants, but on the E model we're also going to get the potential for a yellow color, and the top variant of the S10 Plus will come with the option of ceramic black or ceramic white. Outside of those two variants, of course, the build quality will be metal and glass, as we've come to expect with Samsung over the last few years. Let me know in the comment section below, what's your favorite color in a smartphone, and out of all of these variants, which one are you most excited to see and possibly buy? From more leaked pictures and renders, we see that Bixby is going to be there on the side again. Now, although I personally don't really use Bixby, I tend to use Siri to be... No, don't be silly. Google Assistant, of course. Bixby is improving all the time, and hopefully in the future, it's something I may use. We have a headphone jack, ladies and gents, which seems obscene almost in this day and age that they've put one on there. Almost every single manufacturer has now done away with that little 3.5mm, but it will still be there on the S10. And while I feel this will be the last year they include it, as I've said in previous videos, after the trolling of Apple, it kind of needed to be there again this year. The phone will of course come with Type-C fast charge, fast wireless charging, and reverse charging as well, which will be the first time that Samsung have included this technology on their smartphones. We've seen it already with the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, which was released a few months ago, and although I personally don't think it's a feature I would necessarily use, a little bit of a gimmick for me, you may think it's very important. And one feature I'm sure they will make quite a big deal about at their launch is the fact that with this reverse wireless charging, you will be able to charge your wireless Galaxy earbuds, which they will be releasing as well. I'll also try and get my hands on a pair of those earbuds to again do a review for you and compare them to the likes of the Apple AirPods and the OnePlus Bullets Wireless, for example. Before we get on to release date and pricing, etc., we have of course the 5G variant to talk about. We believe it's going to have a 5000 mAh battery capacity, a 6.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, and possibly 6 cameras, 2 on the front and 4 on the back. Madness! So launch date is, as I mentioned at the start, the 20th of February. Release date, we believe, is going to be March the 8th and March the 29th for the 5G X model. The also much talked about foldable phone, we believe, is going to be released in... I wanted to say April, but I nearly said March or May. April. It's going to be released in April, which is a new month I've just made up. Pricing for the E variant of the S10 is going to be, we believe, £699. Should have some conversions going on here as well. I'll try and throw them in post-production. The S10 regular will start from $799 and will go up to $999 for the different variants. The S10 Plus will start at $899 and go up to $1099, and the X model will come in at around $1,400. It's certainly not going to be for everyone, that model. To be honest, if some of you guys have got the cash, I can't really tell you not to. Not that I would anyway. Who am I to tell you not to buy something? Don't buy it. Do buy it. Don't. Who knows? Do what you want. It's your money. Here's where you guys come in. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about these variants. Which is your favourite variant, number 1? And also let me know when I do get my hands on it, what sort of videos you want to see. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, ASB_YT, for all the build up to the launch and for all the behind the scenes stuff that I just can't post here on YouTube. Remember, if you want to see all of the Galaxy S10 videos, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You've turned on the notification bell so that when I post those videos, you are notified. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. It's ASBYT. Peace out.